So now you're committed to starting your own self-improvement journey. Maybe you watched some of my videos and now you're motivated to start your own journey. Before anything, we need to build up your discipline first. Otherwise, even if I give you the practical tips to building muscle fast, you still wouldn't be able to implement it to the fullest potential. So how do we build up your discipline? Now you might be thinking, oh yeah, discipline is the act of doing something that you don't like you love it. You're 100% right, but how do we get there? It's not like you can flick a switch and you're automatically doing the hard work like you love it. So I'm going to break down how we're going to get to the level of discipline that you would want to right now. You do it by starting small and implementing the habit that you want to be doing ideally daily, which is going to the gym slowly. And also make it as frictionless as possible for you to get to the gym in the first place. So what do I mean by this? I literally mean that you must have as little work as possible to do for you to get to the gym. For example, if you're going in the morning, get your outfit ready, get your bag ready, get your pre-workout ready the night before so you have as little friction as possible for you to get to the gym. Okay, so going back to starting it small, your ego is automatically going to tell you that you're better than that and you can do 1 hour straight away. Yes, you probably can. You probably do it for a week or a couple of weeks and quit. See how you lack discipline there. But if you say that I'm going to the gym for 10 minutes today and do any exercise that I feel like and leave after that, chances are you will do that for longer days compared to the 1 hour sessions. This way, you build up the momentum and consistency that you need. Keep going for, let's say, a month and doing 10 minutes a day every day. Even though you're only doing 10 minutes, you're still going to see some results. Now, without even knowing, you've built up a good level of consistency and discipline at the same time. When you take off your shirt and you see some gains, you're going to be motivated than ever. And guess what you're going to do next? You're going to increase the intensity of it. Now, this time, you might actually go for 30 minutes a day instead of 10 minutes a day and actually follow a training routine this time. See how you leveled your discipline up in the past couple of months without any friction at all. Then you start eating right and getting your diet in check as well. Slowly but surely, you're building discipline in that as well. First, you will cut out the sugar and the processed foods. Then you will add in whole foods after a couple of weeks' time. After that, you might think that you can go to a level further than that, and you might introduce a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus depending on your goal. That's how you build discipline, guys. You don't just rush into things and start everything at the deep end. You're bound to fail. Now that you've got some discipline and consistency under your belt, now it's time to get to the actual practical tips that you're here for. Bro, I don't care what anyone else says. You need to be in a calorie surplus to gain muscle. This means that you need to be eating more calories than you Okay, this means that you need to be eating more calories than you burn. When there's a surplus of calories, your body uses those calories to build muscle. So your next question would be, how do I get into a surplus? First, you need to find out your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. This will be your maintenance calories that you need to sustain your daily activity level. You can find this number based on your specific details with an online TDEE calculator. After that, add 300 calories on top of that as your surplus calories. This would be your surplus calories and you would be ideally wanting to gain a pound per week. So you need to add 50 on top of that 300 initial calories as the weeks go by. So basically add 50 calories to what you're already eating till you get to your goal weight and you want to start cutting again. It's as simple as that, bro. Don't overcomplicate it. All these fitness YouTubers make it seem complicated because they want to sell you their training program and their diet program. I have nothing to sell you. I'm here to educate young men to the best of my ability on how to get an aesthetic body. In terms of general bulking tips, add as much healthy fats to your diet as possible. These are things like nuts, avocados, and nut butters like almond butter and peanut butter. If you want to bulk up fast, try the banana oat protein powder peanut butter smoothie. You can hit 1k calories easily if you try that smoothie. I need to also mention that you need to keep a close eye on the scale. Weigh yourself every morning when you wake up. If your weight is increasing too quickly, you need to lower your surplus calories so that you increase weight slowly and steadily. If you gain weight too fast, most of it's going to be fat and not muscle, so be careful. I use an app called MyFitnessPal to record all the meals I eat in a day. You can also manipulate your calories and your macros in there as well. Along with the calorie surplus, you need to be eating at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Otherwise, you're leaving gains on the table. Now let's get to the training side of things. You need to be progressively overloading on any exercise that you do. Doesn't matter which exercise it is, basically do better than what you did last time by increasing the weight, increasing the reps that you do, increasing the sets that you do, increasing the time and attention you keep yourself under when you do the exercise, and also reducing the rest time that you take in between sets as well. Make sure you increase one variable out of all of them for all exercises and record your progress as you go. If you're only training 10 minutes a day, you would only have time for one exercise, and that's okay. Make sure you record your progress as you go and build up your discipline first. When you're recording your progress for discipline, it's different to when you're recording your progress for exercises. To record your progress for discipline, literally take out a notepad and write down the dates on one column and the exercises on another column, and literally tick it as you go every day. This is called a habit tracker, and it will give you a sense of accomplishment and a sense of consistency when you see the amount of boxes that you ticked for that month. To record your progress for exercises, take out the notepad again if you're old school and write down the exercise and the progressive overload metric that you met for that day. If you're against notepads, you can do the same thing on an exercise tracking app, which is a little bit easier in all honesty. Try beating that progressive overload metric each time you do the exercise. That's the only way you're going to gain muscle. If your muscles get used to doing the same thing every day, it will not grow new muscle. It's as simple as that. Now, say you worked up your discipline to do 1 hour of exercise per day. At this point, I recommend you follow a structured workout routine. This is a point where you're going to take your gains to the next level. I recommend you do a push pull legs routine or a bro split, anything that suits you. So let me expand a little bit on that. Push pull leg split means that you're doing push exercises on one day, pull exercises on the next day, and legs on the other day, and then you're repeating the same process over and over again. I'm not the biggest fan of this split because it doesn't allow your body to recover and recoup your strength for the next workout. But if you like it, you can do it. But what I do and what you can do is called a bro split, where you focus on one muscle group per day. So if you're training back, you hit all parts of your back muscle on that particular day and let your back recover till you hit it again on the next week. This way you gain strength from your previous week and you gain muscle from the previous week as well, and you let it recover so you're not sore at all. So that's a win-win situation in that case. Again, to make this work to the optimal level possible, you need to have a good level of discipline. When the going gets tough, you need to still see it through, which means that you need to still go to the gym even when you don't feel like it. And you must eat at a caloric surplus even when you don't feel like it. When you have 200 more calories for the day and you don't want to eat anymore, you must eat that big glob of peanut butter. What I didn't mention in the diet part, which I should have mentioned, is supplements. The only supplements you're going to need is protein powder, creatine, and multivitamins. Other than that, when you get a bit more advanced, you can start using pre-workout as well. But as a beginner, you don't need it at all. I'm 6 years into lifting and I don't take pre-workout. So what makes you think that you need some? For protein powder, get whey isolate or get whey concentrate. Anything works fine. For creatine, get creatine monohydrate and not creatine nitrate. For multivitamins, you can just take any generic one, but make sure it's a reputable brand as well. Otherwise, you'll get scammed and get some multivitamin that's from China that's been drop shipped by some 16-year-old online. Bro, let me know if this video helped you down in the comments down below. And make sure you subscribe and like the video right now.